Ever listen to native speakers and think, how do they sound so natural? You know the grammar, but speaking still feels awkward? If phrasal verbs confuse you, this episode will flip that around. Hey, welcome to English Express, where we turn tricky English into real, everyday conversation. I'm here to help you unlock the secret sauce phrasal verbs. They're everywhere in daily English, and most learners avoid them. But today, we'll break the fear. In the next few minutes, I'll teach you 15 phrasal verbs that real people use every single day. I'll show you what they mean, how to use them, and how to sound more confident starting right now. You'll hear natural examples, try repeating after me, and by the end, you'll finally feel ready to join real conversations. So, are you ready to stop memorizing and start speaking? Let's get started and change the way you speak English today. So, why do phrasal verbs feel like a puzzle? Let me tell you, you're not alone. Many learners say, I know the words, but I can't follow native speakers. That's because English speakers use phrases like pick up or hang out instead of just single words. These are what we call phrasal verbs, 2 or more words that create a new meaning, like a secret code for daily life. Think of wake up as a pair of keys that unlock morning conversations. Or turn off, like hitting a light switch quick, clear, and used every day. If you start using just a few of these, you'll sound more natural fast. Trust me, this is how you stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a real person. Native speakers use these all the time, so if you want to keep up, you need to try them out yourself. Let's dive into some real, practical phrasal verbs you'll hear everywhere. Ready? Let's go through some of the most useful phrasal verbs. Repeat after me and think about your day. First, wake up. It means to stop sleeping. Example, I wake up at 7 a.m. Simple, right? Next, get up. That's when you leave your bed. I get up when my alarm rings. Turn on means to make something start, like a device. Can you turn on the lights? We use this for TVs, computers, you name it. Turn off is the opposite. Make something stop. Don't forget to turn off the oven. You'll hear this everywhere. Now, pick up. It means to take something or someone. I'll pick up my kids from school. Super common when talking about rides or things. Drop off is when you leave someone or something at a place. Can you drop me off at the station? Look for means to search. I'm looking for my keys. You'll use this almost every day. Find out is to discover new information. I found out the answer yesterday. Give up means to stop trying. Don't give up on your English. Try repeating that one. It's good encouragement. Run into means to meet someone by surprise. I ran into my friend at the store. Native speakers use this all the time. Hang out means to spend time relaxing. Let's hang out this weekend. Calm down means to relax when you're upset. Take a deep breath and calm down. Carry on is a way to say continue. Carry on with your work. Work out means exercise or solve a problem. I work out at the gym, or we need to work out this issue. Last one, put off. That means to delay. Don't put off your homework. You hear it when people talk about waiting or procrastinating. Now, you might be thinking, but when should I actually use these? Great question. These phrasal verbs are not just for tests. They're real conversation tools. Picture this. Your friend says, let's hang out. Or your boss asks, can you turn on the projector? You'll hear these at work, at home, with friends, everywhere. For example, when you're searching for something, instead of saying, I am searching my keys, say, I'm looking for my keys. Instantly, you sound more natural. Try this. Next time you want someone to relax, say, calm down. Or if you discover something new, tell a friend, I found out something cool today. The more you use these, the easier they become. It's like upgrading from walking to riding a bike. At first, it feels new, but soon it's just how you move. Remember, native speakers use these phrases because they're quick and clear. So, don't be afraid to try them in your day-to-day life. Let's talk confidence for a second. Do you ever feel nervous about sounding advanced? Here's the truth. You don't need big words to sound fluent. Native speakers use simple phrasal verbs all the time. That's the real secret. Think about it. Fluency isn't about perfection. It's about communicating clearly and naturally. Every time you use a phrasal verb like get up or work out, you're speaking real English. Consistency is the key. That means practicing these little phrases every day until they just come out, like breathing. So, next time you talk to someone, focus on using these simple, powerful phrases. That's how you build confidence and sound more like a native. You've got this step by step, word by word. Keep going. All right, let's wrap up. Today, you learned 15 phrasal verbs you'll actually hear and use every day. First, they help you sound natural. Second, they're quick and clear like shortcuts in conversation. Third, using them builds your speaking confidence fast. Here's your action step. Pick 3 of these phrases and use them today in a text, at work, with a friend, or even just talking to yourself. The more you use them, the faster they'll stick. If this helped you, hit subscribe for more tips to boost your speaking confidence every week. Keep practicing, keep going, and remember, don't give up.